Hi to anyone all who are watching. Uh, this is episode 3 of Weber builds his first B2C mobile app. Quick update. मैंने promise किया था कि from episode 3 onwards I will start editing my videos a little bit and adding some screenshots and so on and so forth. So this is that video. I already feel like a full-blown podcaster right now. And also I got a feedback कि मेरे को अपनी setting थोड़ी improve करनी है. So to making small improvements, अभी फुल ऑन स्टूडियो होने में आई थिंक कुछ 150 एपिसोड्स का फासला और है. ओके, आई स्पेंड माई लास्ट वीकेंड फर्स्ट फाइनलाइजिंग द मैस्कॉट. मैंने कहा था कि इस एपिसोड में अपना मास्कट रिवील करूँगा. येस, वील डू दैट. एंड उसके बाद आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड मेकिंग द ऑनबोर्डिंग फ्लो और spent the entire weekend working on cursor to get my screens ready. So I'm using Flutter for the front end, and I have my sort of basic MVP of onboarding flow ready. That I will show later on as well. Before I start with the Mascot reveal, I will also talk about the tools that I'm using. So I'm using ChatGPT Pro account. I'm using Claude Code Pro account, the $20 one. I'm also using the Cursor account, and at the same time मैंने कुछ tokens ले रखे हैं Anthropic API के, so that I can sometimes use in the Claude Code. All in all, I think 5,000-6,000 rupees a month is what I'll be paying for these things. उसके अलावा I'll buy the domain name. I've been using Canva, तो उसका भी एक अकाउंट लिया है. Smaller ticket size items. एक मेजर खर्चा बाद में आएगा जब मैं अपनी ऐप को Apple Play Store पे लेके जाऊँगा. So and even for testing actually, I will need to get a Apple developers account, and that's around I think $99 per year. So now, the Mascot reveal time. As I said, I'm making a simple basic voice-based journaling app, and उसमें अपने आप ही meditative flavors आने लगे थे. And when I started iterating for what the Mascot should be, ideally I should have either hired somebody from the design background to come up with the first few mockups, but उसमें पैसे लगते, तो मैंने खुद से ही ChatGPT से प्रॉम्प्ट करना स्टार्ट किया टू गेट टू द फाइनल वर्जन ऑफ व्हाट आई वांटेड. और बहुत ही ओपन एंडेड स्टार्ट किया था. क्या कैन इट बी अ थॉटफुल क्लाउड, कैन इट बी अ थॉटफुल बैम्बू, ऑल्सो सॉर्ट ऑफ अ लैम्प. ओके, and then I settled on a Buddhist monk, but a baby Buddhist monk. So and I use ChatGPT for my Mascot generation to iterate on these and use the design principles like जो उनमें मेरे को दिख रहे थे कि borderless design थी, eyes were simplistic and so on and so forth. My first iterations of mascots were looking absolutely like AI slop. Eventually better हो गए. So this is the mascot. Our mascot is a baby monk. I have named him Lamo. Interesting story. The current Dalai Lama was actually officially announced as Dalai Lama when he was age 4. My kid right now is age 4, and somehow it sort of just fits right. Like imagining like a 4-year kid who is sitting on the highest seat of the Buddhist philosophy, and you having a FaceTime and talking to that kid. So that's the mascot. And then after mascot, I started building the onboarding flow. Honestly, I again looked at what certain good apps are doing, how many onboarding steps are there, and onboarding needs to be a combination of what you seek from the user as an input, and letting the user know what your key USP is. I have kept the onboarding a little short with the demo of actual product embedded into it. what I essentially did was पहले मैंने मास्केट बनाया, मास्केट बनाने के बाद अपनी डिज़ाइन लैंग्वेज को क्लाउड प्रो पे लॉक करा. वंस आई हैड लॉक द डिज़ाइन लैंग्वेज तो मैंने क्लाउड पर ही अपने स्क्रीन्स के HTML डिज़ाइंस बनाए, राइट. गॉट टू लेवल ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन with respect to the design qualities and consistencies. I would still say शायद थोड़ी बहुत inconsistency रहे in font, padding, etc. etc. And those are things that you have to sometimes sacrifice if design is not your core skills. And yeah, once I had the HTMLs ready, then I spent the entire Sunday, you know, basically setting up my cursor. Took Xcode so that I can get the emulator for the iPhone, and the entire days was spent on essentially migrating this HTMLs to the Flutter designs, to do a lot of prompting to get the actual screen meeting the design requirements. And I'm sure वहाँ पे भी मेरे पे from what I actually had HTML to what I actually have now in the logged onboarding flow, there will be some discrepancies, but क्या कर सकते हैं, that's what you have to live with. I will be adding the final onboarding flow here right now, all the screens that I've added, and you can take a look at it. Let me know if you have any comments.